Hello friends, welcome back to Learn with Arush. Today we're going to be learning about Newton's 3 laws of motion. Let me tell you that Sir Isaac Newton created the 3 laws of motion. These 3 laws of motion have a significant role in our daily life. These laws tells us exactly how things are moved or which are sit still. Like, why don't you float out of bed or fall down on the floor? Newton's laws control how cars work, how water flows, or how buildings not fall down, and basically how everything moves around us. Now, let's talk about Newton's first law of motion. So Newton's first law of motion in definition is that an object at rest will always remain at rest. An object at motion at a constant speed will be going in a straight line until it is acted upon by another force. This first law of motion is also called the law of inertia. Now I'm going to give you the example of Newton's first law. So, suppose you're on a moving vehicle and you jumped through it. So, you would still be going as the same direction as the vehicle was going because you have inertia. So, now I'm going to tell you the second law of motion. Second law of motion is really quite simple. So in definition, it means the acceleration of an object depends on the mass and the amount of force applied to it. And this is also called the law of acceleration. So now I'm going to give you the example of the Newton's second law. So a bicycle is a very good example of Newton's second law because your bicycle is the mass and your leg muscles are pushing hard on the pedals and the chain is moving it forward, so the bicycle goes forward. Now let's talk about Newton's third law of motion. So Newton's third law and the last law of motion in definition is that in nature, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So suppose like object A exerts a force on object B. Object B will also exert an equal and opposite force on object A. So this law is also called the law of action and reaction. So swimming is a very good example of Newton's third law because your feet are kicking the water so that you can move forward and your hand is pushing the water, like moving it so that you can move forward. Thank you friends for watching this video. I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe and share with your family and friends. Thank you, my friends, and I hope you learned the Newton's 3 laws of motion.